darling, welcome back to my channel. Yes, darling, I had an amazing week. Why do black people wear wigs? Oh my god, do I really have to educate you? Okay, it's Black History Month, I might as well. Okay, well make sure you like, comment and subscribe, darling. Okay. Welcome back to my channel. You guys are watching the Bathroom Diaries, where I talk about skincare products, bathroom products, controversial topics. Everything is done in my bathroom. Okay, so in celebration of Black History Month, I decided to Google why do black people ... on Google, and the most asked questions were, so why do black people wash meat? Why do black people age better? Why do black people wear do-rags? Why do black people hate Jews? We don't hate Jewish people. I don't even know why that's even a question. And why do black people wear wigs? So I thought, let me answer that question for you guys. And I am representing the whole of the black race. Oh my god, no pressure. Okay, so why do black people wear wigs? Now, I know the general consensus is people believe that black girls wear wigs because 1, we don't have any hair, and 2, we're ashamed of our hair. Now, we're gonna talk on that. We're gonna basically speak about that a bit later, but we're gonna take it back like maybe 20 years ago. Okay, so we remember back in the days where there was a lot of grandmas wearing wigs. We're like, why do they wear wigs? Like, we don't know. But realistically, think about it. A lot of grandmas back in the days, they had like 5, 6, 7 kids. They had work. They had a lot to deal with. Men not being there, men being there. A lot of stresses to deal with, right? And so a wig was just basically something that was convenient. It was just easy for them to throw on their wig, go out the door. It is what it is. With that being said as well, so that's one thing for convenience. Back in the days, a wig, convenient, whatever. But you also have to remember the history of black folk and how we were brainwashed into thinking that our skin is ugly, that our lips are too big, our nose is too big, and our hair is problematic. So back in the days, having nappy hair wasn't cool. It wasn't the in thing. A lot of the time, we weren't educated on how our hair could grow. Obviously, that's not every black person, because some people did know, but a lot of people, we just didn't know. We didn't have the education. So a lot of the time we thought our hair was tough, our hair would break the comb. We got our comb, I've broken the comb twice, oh my god. And then we're putting all these terrible products in our hair that's clogging up our pores. You know, it was hard to manage natural black hair. That's why a lot of women relaxed their hair, because it was more manageable, yeah? And so people were wearing weaves and wigs. And you've also got to remember back in the days as well, and it kind of happens today, when it comes to applying for jobs or going to a job interview, if you had your natural hair out or you had cane-rolls, the employer is going to judge you more, and you're probably not going to get the job because of the way you look and just because of the way your hair is, which is absolutely mad. So I feel like back in the days, a lot of people were wearing wigs because 1, it was convenient, and 2, is because they had to appear a certain way in front of the white people in order to get their job. And what's a job? It pays money, it pays the bills, it puts food on your children's flipping, it puts food in your children's mouth and clothes on their back. So a lot of the time, people did wear wigs for that. And obviously, as well, if you're a celebrity, then you just wear a wig because it's like a glamorous look and it's more like you know? Do you know what I mean? But as time has gone on, you know, there's been incredible people researching about black hair, and we are more educated with black hair, and education breeds solutions. And so nowadays, if you're combing your child's hair and your comb is breaking, then it's not your child's hair, it's not her fault, it's your fault, because you don't know better, because there's education on YouTube, in books, on how to manage black hair. You're just a bit lazy. So with that being said, I feel like nowadays black girls wear wigs because it is a form of expression and we want to be creative, and it's a protective style. So before the protective style, I'll talk about creation. So for example, me, I get bored of hairstyles. I say this as if I haven't had this hairstyle for the whole year, but pandemic. The year before that, I used to wear red wigs, purple wigs, black wigs. I was even gonna opt for the white wig because I wanted to kind of look like Storm, but it was just honestly an expression of how I felt, who I am. And that's not to say I needed a colored hair, but it was just fun. You know, you get to experiment. And a lot of girls nowadays have like green hair, leopard print hair. It's just, you know, black people are known for expressing ourselves. Like the way we used to do our cane rolls, relaxed hair, the gel, the baby hairs, everything sleek up. You know, didn't we have like shoelaces in our hair at one point? Because we're fashionable, it's stylish, it's just a way to express ourselves, honestly. So that's the reason why we wear wigs. Now, as a protective style, now with black hair, a lot of when you mess with it a lot, when you cane roll it touch it, mess with it, it breaks. It can easily break, right? So in order for our hair to grow, it helps if we don't touch it and we just leave it. However, a lot of us don't just want to leave our hair because we get bored and we want different hairstyles. So we just camera it and then we put a wig on top of it, and our hair actually grows whilst we're wearing wigs. So some people might wear wigs for months, or different types of wigs for months, 6 months. Then they take out their hair. And by the way, yes, when you're wearing a wig, you do take out your hair, wash your hair and do whatever. But my point is that we see more growth when we wear wigs rather than when our natural hair is out, because there's less manipulation. So that's another reason why we wear wigs. So the whole thing of, oh, we're ashamed of our hair. I think there are some black girls that are ashamed of their hair. I think it's a small percentage that are ashamed of their hair. I'm not one of those people. I just get bored easily. But there was a time where I was wearing my hair out like for 2 years straight, just having my natural afro, camera in it, whatever. Like I said, I personally like to switch up my style, even though this year I've just had this hairstyle for like 7 months or whatever. Obviously I redid it, but whatever. So my point is that there is going to be a small percentage that are ashamed of their hair, but you can't blame them because they have been brainwashed into thinking that their hair is crap, or they're in an environment where their parents are like, oh, your hair is nappy, or your hair is horrible, or it's too thin, or it's too thick, or it's not good enough, or it's not curly, or it's not wavy enough. So yeah, of course, when you've been told that your hair is crap, you're going to feel ashamed and you might want to wear a wig. Also, that being said, on TV as well, when you're watching TV, films and soaps, the black girls always have crap wigs, or their hair's always crap, and I'm like, what the hell? But then it's not the actor's fault. It's just that the TV production, they didn't hire, you know, hairstylists that can deal with black people's hair. So once again, black people are wearing wigs because it's like, okay, as an actor, I might as well wear a wig, because at least when I get my hair done, they know how to do a wig, and wig is kind of like, you know, everyone else's hair. So, you know, the woman's going to know how to curl her hair, but she ain't going to know how to curl my black hair. So that's another reason why people wear wigs, especially in the entertainment industry, because it's like, damn, like they don't know how to style my natural hair, but they know how to style a wig. And also, come on, think about celebrities. They switch up, especially nowadays, they switch up their hair so much. Look at the Beyoncés, the Cardi B's, the Nicki Minaj's, like all the female rappers, like their hair is just changing from a bob to long to short to half shaved. Like, a wig is very versatile. You know, you can do anything with a wig. And also, if you want to like do something to your own hair but you're not sure if it's gonna look nice, or if you want to dye your hair but you're not sure if it's gonna look nice, you wear a wig and then you're like, oh my god, I'm so happy I didn't do this hairstyle on my real hair. I saved my life. Do you know what I mean? So there's definitely different reasons why black girls wear wigs. With that being said, there's also a lot of white women wearing wigs, and white women have been wearing wigs as well. Like in those old Carry On films, like, I'm sorry, but they were wearing wigs too. It's just that because black girls wear wigs and it doesn't necessarily match our hair type, it's a problem. It's not a problem. You can wear a wig if you want to wear a wig, but those are the main reasons why black girls wear wigs. And should you be asking if a black girl is wearing a wig? Hi there, you should never ask if a black girl is wearing a wig, because one, that's hella rude, and two, it's none of your damn business, and three, our hair is our crown, and it's a very sensitive subject, okay? Not only that, but it's like, there are gonna be people that wear wigs because they have cancer, yeah? There are going to be people that wear wigs because they have alopecia, yeah? And it's like, don't be disrespectful. That's like a hard thing to go through cancer and chemo and lose your hair. That's a hard thing to have alopecia and your hair's just falling out, or you're stressed and your hair's just falling out, or your hair's turning grey. Like for me, oh my god, my hair's actually turning grey. Like, I'm mad stressed, yeah, so my hair's turning grey and I'm like, oh my god, this is not cute. But regardless, never ask a black woman whether she's wearing a wig, or why she wears a wig, or is that a weave, or whatever. Just don't do it. Just Google it, watch this video. Now you're educated. Now you don't need to ask the reason why. So yeah, we're not trying to be white. We're not trying to be Asian. And another thing, a lot of white people are like, well, some white people are like, oh, they want to be white, that's why they're wearing wigs. Honey, a lot of wigs are not from white people's hair. It's actually from Malaysian women's hair, from freaking Brazilian, Peruvian people, yeah? No one gets European wigs. Like, I don't even think that's a thing. So if anyone was trying to be white, we would rather be Brazilian or Peruvian or freaking Asian or something, okay? Okay. But yeah, so that's the general consensus, and I'm glad that things are changing and there's been more education, and yeah, So that's the reason why black people wear wigs. There are many different reasons. So yeah, protective layer is definitely one, protective style, definitely one of them, but also creative expression, and just because, you know, you want to try different hairstyles, and why not when you can get a wig and, you know, people can style it and it's amazing. So I am pro whatever you want to do with your hair, do with your hair, because it's your hair. You have to deal with it. You've grown up with it. And black girls go through so much shit as it is. We don't need your ignorant questions about whether our hair is real, whether our hair is a wig, or if it's a weave, or if it's a lace front, or if it's whatever. Okay, we do what we want with our hair, period. And that's on period. But I hope I answered your question, because it is one of the most googled questions. Why do black people wear wigs? So yes, honey, I hope I answered your question, honey. Education is the best. Now go spread your wings and live your life, and make sure you subscribe, okay?